Hey, JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio. 436-419-531-6097. We got Chuck, we got Joel, and we're in a very special crew t-shirt from Grass Pop and 2018 Grass Pop Metal Meeting. Big thanks to my good friend Sabine for giving this to me. It's a hell of a shirt. And I was at the Slayer Lamb of God show the other night. A lot of cool shirts there, but nothing as cool as this. I guarantee there may have been maybe people with a Grass Pop t-shirt. I highly doubt that though. But you can sure as hell bet there's no Grass Pop crew t-shirts there. Probably I'd be surprised if there's anyone else in the U.S. that has a Grass Pop crew t-shirt. Before I crack the box open, just came in last week, the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Freshman Force New Party Who Dis comic. Didn't sell as well as I thought it would. I thought it would sell well. I thought a lot of those on the left would just come eat this up. I thought those on the right, they would probably hate it. But I think both sides hate it because it's not fair to either side. It's fair and balanced. There's stuff that rips on Cortez and her groups. There's stuff that rips on Trump and Pence and their groups too. And then, of course, DC has gotten into it that there was a variant cover that had her as Wonder Woman, which, believe you me, she's no Wonder Woman. That's a fact. But, thought these would sell out. I'm glad I didn't order more. I kind of wish I would have ordered more initially, but who knows? I'm sure they'll take off at some point, and then people will be sorry they didn't get their copies. But let's move on to this week's new comics. This is the first of two boxes. This is a very, very light week. So a very good light week. I am glad for it to be a light week. And I see something right off the bat here. Of course, we got air. Let's set the air aside. This comic here, this is funny. This is very, very funny with this comic. It's the Elvira Spring Special, but you look, she's got pumpkins. This initially was supposed to be the Halloween Special from Dynamite. This is how late this book is. Halloween was what? 7 months ago now? That's how late this book was. And then also, let me go grab a book real quick. Let's grab this comic here. This my dollar box is just an X-Men number 63. I had somebody that talks about how I'm rough with my comics when I pull my comics out. As you can see, when I pull my comics out, hold them up to show you, I'm not rough with comics at all. That they're like, oh, you're rough with your comics. Now, if I was rough with my comics, as I'd be holding this book, I'd be like, yeah, you see this book here? Let's take a look at. Okay, let's take a look at this book here. And see this here? And look at this book here. Look how great this book is. This is a good book here. You should buy this comic. That's being rough with that comic. This is not being rough with the comic. Treat your comics well, but again, they're not fine china. Been doing this for many, many years. Many, many years. Probably many more years than the person who sought to be critical on me, probably longer than they've been alive. But War of the Realms, this New Age of Atlas number 2, that's the only cover. There was a secondary cover, but I did not buy enough copies to get that. Here we've got a unlocked retailer variant on Faceless number 2 from Skybound Image, Assassination Nation number 3. Not selling quite as well as some shops around here would want you to think it's selling. Here we have the Paul Pope cover to Faceless number 2. So we've got two of the covers there. We've got Star Trek number 4, the Q Conflict. This is cover B on that. Got Vamp Blade. This is season 4, number 1, classic variant. Make sure that gets put out. Got some nude covers that will go to some of my customers that do get the nude covers. Here we have Batgirl number 35. This is the Josh Middleton cover. Very nice cover there. Let's see what else we have. Let's look on the other side here. There's somebody asking about this the other day, just telling me how big of a fan they are. Here we got Famous Monsters, the archives. This is the Godzilla, a bunch of stuff about Godzilla here instead of archives, archives. And the price on this is $16.99. Got lots of cool stuff about the big green guy, the big lizard king. You got the bionic monster, and look at this. I can't wait to sit down and check out a copy myself. New issue of Back Issue. This is issue 113. Can you believe it's the 30th anniversary of the Michael Keaton Batman? So we have that there. So again, we'll have somebody probably pretty excited about that. I made sure I bought a couple copies of that. And then the back cover, the man from Atlantis, the other guy from Atlantis. We have quite a few Atlanteans, but sometimes we forget who they are. Okay, let's pull out another stack of these comics. Got issue number 4. This is cover A of Incursion from Valiant. Let's see, we have finally this book. I swear this book is well over a month, perhaps 2 months late. I want to say this is a Josh Middleton cover on Martian Manhunter number 5. Again, a very late comic. We've got X-Force number 5 or number 8. We've got that right there. You've got Deathlock in it, and you've got Nate Gray. You've got lots of other characters. But will these comics matter in a few months? Is it Marvel rebooting everything yet again? Please, Marvel, stop rebooting stuff. Please stop rebooting stuff. I'm going to make it my mission to order as few issues as possible. If I can only sell 20 copies, I'm buying 22 copies. I'm not buying any extra copies. I'm eating copies of your books that didn't sell the first time around. I'm not eating more copies. Please stop rebooting, Marvel. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Whoever's idea was this to reboot, was it CB? He should be taken out and shoved into a garbage chute. Hopefully the garbage chute has lots of feces matter in there. You got War of the Realms, Journey to Mystery number 3. You've got Not Hawkeye. You've got the original Ghost Rider and Miles Morales, and you got a bunch of other characters. Here we've got Sonic the Hedgehog number 17. This is cover B. We do have cover A's also. And just had a guy asking about this just the other day. Spider-Man, the Sinister Six, has got the Eric Larson stuff, David Michelinie. It's got some Ditko stuff in here. Looking forward to giving this a read through. I had this initially, and I've got some original art from this, but it looks like it reprints the original Sinister Six storyline as well. So a great book. This thing is only $19.99. Star Wars Age of Rebellion. This is the puzzle cover for Jabba the Hutt. Big, ugly mass of unhumanity. As Guardians of the Galaxy, this is the battle lines. This is the really cool Hela cover. Look at that. That's a really cool cover there. Got a few more of the Hela issues. I think it's Doctor Strange battle lines. I see the cover A's of Star Trek, the Q conflict. I see the amazing Nightcrawler. Here we got Scooby-Doo team up with, looks like it's got some of the Flash Rogues. It's got the top right there. So maybe Scooby-Doo's teaming up with the Rogues. Here we got the Fantastic Four, Behold Galactus. Great Alex Ross cover on that. This runs $24.99. I believe this was Bruce Timm did this cover. This reprints some Byrne stuff. It reprints some John Buscema. Look at that. Look how powerful that is. Man, I would love to own that page. And of course, it's got the original trilogy 48 through 50, so FF 120 through 123. That's the first time Galactus really came back. It was that long. And then you get to John Byrne stuff, 242 through 240, 2 through 244. Got Ghost Tree #1. This is the second printing. This sold out before I had a chance to check it out the first time. I'll have to make sure I get a chance to check this out tonight before it goes out for sale. Here we've got some of the regular cover A's of Jabba the Hutt, Age of Rebellion, Terry Dotson cover. This is probably one of the non-sexiest Terry Dotson covers ever. He always has hot babes on the front. And there's certainly no hot babes on that whatsoever. Here we have Road of Bones. This is from IDW. This is issue 1 of this. And I'm looking forward to checking this out. I think it might be another zombie type story. Oh yeah, zombie type story, but maybe they put a different twist on it. We'll see. Got the Goon #2. This is the regular cover A on that. I know there is an Alex Ross cover somewhere in here as well. In addition to Sonic #17, we've got Team Sonic Racing. This is the one shot for $5.99. That is the only cover, so there are not multiple covers on that. So you don't have to worry about chasing around trying to find all the different covers. I see Mr. and Mrs. X. So we'll pull out that next group. And again, I wonder when they cancel all the X-Men titles, if this will be one that's canceled as well. Issue #11. As you can see, Terry Dotson did the cover. The Rogue's not looking as hot as she usually is, but he does do a hot Rogue. The new issue of Clue, sort of, I guess, based on the game, Candlestick. So it was Mr. Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the library, as they would say. Here we've got War Realms, Uncanny X-Men. Issue #2. Let's see, we've got Sabretooth in this issue here. So maybe he takes the stage front and center. Here we've got the villains cover for Star Wars Age of Rebellion, Jabba the Hutt. We've got all these great Star Wars villains on there. Redneck #20. It's been a while since we've seen an issue of Redneck, but we've got Redneck #20 right there. Pull out the Doctor Strange Battle Lines cover. And while we do that, I'm just going to pull out the Star Trek covers too. Let's just get these out of the way right now. This is, again, the cover A to issue #4. And then if you buy both cover A and B, it makes a connecting cover there. So those that are interested, certainly let me know. I got somebody that will be getting both covers. So it'll be interesting to see how those sell. Again, we've got Doctor Strange #14. That's the Battle Lines cover. Doctor Strange and is fighting. You got Galactus in here. You got Klee. Trying to figure out how to get Galactus out of this magical universe that he's in. And something happens at the end. I'm not going to show you. It's really, really cool. From Xenocope, we've got Oz, Heart of Magic. This is #2. This is cover B. That's for a customer. We've got our other copies of Sonic #17, cover A. Make sure one of those gets set aside for a customer. Here we've got New Marvel Comics Presents. I wonder just how under-ordered this book was. I ordered a lot more for one reason only. Got Mr. Tongue right there. Gene Simmons guest stars in this issue. And he's taking on Paul Stanley, and then you got Ace Frehley there that he's taking on. So let's find out where he's at. Look, Dio. Somebody is named Dio. You can certainly bet that their parents are metal fans. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I've seen anybody named Dio other than Ronnie James. So we've got a Venom Spotlight story back there. So again, This is probably going to be a very under-ordered book, so whatever comic shop you go to, don't be too surprised if they're like, sorry, we don't have any. And I'm sure I'll probably have lots of people in this area coming up to me. Because of the shops that they go to, did not order enough. But if you're a regular here, I'll make sure you are taken care of first. Justice League Dark number 11. Another great cover there. Looking forward to reading that. That book took it a while to get going to where it's at, but it really has taken off. Here we've got Vamp Blade, Season 4. This is the risque cover, so cover up the naughty bits there. Drawing Blood. This is part of the new Kevin Eastman line, so make sure I set aside copies for some regulars on that. See if we can get the rest of these comics counted out. There's not much left in here. This is issue number 2 of Mary Shelley Monster Hunter from Aftershock. First issue sold out. I enjoyed this the first issue, because hopefully I will enjoy the second issue as well. Here we've got Miles Morales Spider-Man number 6. Battle Lines cover. Of course, you're going to see a lot of Mysterio these days. Everybody likes to mock his stupid fishbowl. Mysterio is a cool character. Too bad he's not going to look exactly like this in the movies. Again, Hollywood has to follow stuff up. He should look exactly like this. If this was a DC movie, if he was an Aquaman, he would look exactly like this. I'm not interested in somebody else's vision. I am interested in the thing that I grew up reading that's cool. I'm not going to compromise myself and be, say, like a Doctor Strange fan, be happy with a Doctor Strange movie, even though the Eye of Agamotto is not the Eye of Agamotto. It's not an infinity gem. It's a mystical object. We saw it in the Thor movie. We saw it in the very first Thor movie, that in Odin's throne room, you saw the eye open up, and God, was it so cool. So I don't betray my the fan in myself to compromise myself just because. See, we've got Wonder Woman, number 71. This is a Terry Dotson cover. Man, if you're a Terry Dotson fan, this is your week. This is at least the third cover that's coming out this week that Terry did. Here we've got another Season 4 Vamp Blade. And again, cover up the naughty bits. Make sure that gets put out to somebody that's going to enjoy that. And another War of the Realms book. If you're a War of the Realms fan, you've got another crossover. You've got War of the Realms, The Punisher. At first glance, this Punisher cover, I thought maybe Tex did it. Kind of looks like it's in Tex's style, but it's not Tex. So you got at least 4 War of the Realms books right now. 4 crossover books. And Marvel doesn't think it's a problem to be flooding the market. Okay. Speaking of flooding the market, here we have issue 4 of the Amazing Nightcrawler, part of the Age of X-Man. Continues. Again, does not tell you how many issues it is. And unfortunately, in a few months, these issues won't matter because they're restarting everything. Here we've got the regular cover to Doctor Strange, number 14. A pretty cool looking cover. Clee looks very good, but perhaps he should have Galactus. Galactus should be on this cover somewhere. Myself, if I was the editor, I would have told the artist, you need to have Galactus on this cover. Here we've got a variant of Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdolls. This is by, actually not by Kevin Eastman, this is by Freddie Williams, but this is done in the style of like the original Turtles. So there's 2 different Kevin Eastman books that came out this week. Here we've got a War of the Realms crossover in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 43. If you're looking for a copy of that, don't wait too long. I only bought 2 copies. I did not buy extra copies because it was a crossover. I did not support that crossover. Here we've got reprint copy of Alpha Flight number 1 by John Byrne. It's got it reprinted in its entirety. This was a great series when it came out. John Byrne had a great vision for the book, and everybody else has pretty much strayed away from this vision. They need to bring John Byrne back on it. Here's the It's like the Kevin Eastman cover to Drawing Blood 1. And here is, again, we do have more of the Realms crossovers. This is Strike Force 1, The Land of the Giants. So there should be 2 different covers on this. This is the cover A on that. So we've got 5 War of the Realms crossovers, not including the tie-in of Moon Girl. And I see Asgardians of the Galaxy is a tie-in as well. We saw the Hela covers. Here's the regular cover. I did not buy many of these issues. I see also Star Wars Galaxy's End. Number 2 came in. There are variants on this. I did not order enough to get the variant. But pretty nice nonetheless. This could be Apocalypse number 5. This reprints 25 through 30, so there's one more trade to go to have the final Scooby Apocalypse. We have another variant cover, or this might be just maybe I only ordered one of these for the Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdolls. So I've only got one copy each of both those people. Here we've got Faithless number 2. This is the exotic cover. Who knows what that cover looks like. Invisible Kingdom number 3 from Dark Horse and Berger's books. Karen Berger. A couple copies of that. I'll go grab that phone here in just a minute. We've got Riverdale Season 3 number 3. And let me pause this. Okay, that last book, that Riverdale, was the last comic from that box. So I'm done with this box. So as always, remember that this Venom issue is coming out tomorrow, and it probably is going to be well sought after because I'm sure a lot of shops didn't order much. I mean, I didn't order much. I doubled my orders on what I usually order on Comics Presents. It's a $5 book. I don't want to eat extra copies. So if it sells, it sells. If not, if it sells quickly, there you go. But as always, if you do like these videos, subscribe. And when you do subscribe, be sure to smash that bell for notifications so you get the first look at this stuff. And also, somebody was asking me about a collection. There's a couple of collections that should be coming in. There's a guy that should be showing up later today. He's not showing up yet. Supposed to be some 60s and 70s Marvel's DC, so I'm hoping, my fingers crossed, that he comes in. He's got some good stuff. I had a guy from, I think Tony from Arkansas already called asking, so somebody's chomping at the bit. So, you know, you wanna get these books. When I get these books in, you better watch these videos and hightail it down here, or call me or whatever. But again, thanks for watching, and watch for the next video, and have a great afternoon and an even better new comic day tomorrow. Thank you.